right, we are back here, folks. Thanks so much for being so patient here on WRMN. We did have a little bit of an outage here on the Xfinity side of things, but we are back up and running again. This is Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410. So just started the stream again here for you as well. So if you're just tuning in right now, welcome to Out to Lunch. We're back up and running here on our system. Let me just double check and make sure here. Yep, I can hear myself in the back. A little delay there, but that's good, at least in the sense that I can hear myself. And then we'll double check here on the app and make sure it's coming through on here too. Yep, it's coming through on the app there as well. Awesome. Very good. We are back and running again here. You are listening to Out to Lunch on WRMN. So what we have here is we still have about roughly, 5 minutes before we kick it off to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up eventually a little bit later here. Once we do get into that, so that'll be coming up. So at 11:29, that bump music will kick back in, and then we'll go back into the schedule of things. So what we'll do in the meantime, though, is there were some other news articles I did want to run through, and then what we'll do is, I think with the time being here, we'll just talk a little bit, because it is Out to Lunch. I know that we were going to be talking a little bit about our conversation story. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that for tomorrow. So tomorrow, then we'll go into our conversation story for the day. So conversation story will be for Wednesday. I'm just writing my email for this, for the update. There we go. And then I paste that link and we are all set and ready to go. Okay, good. So that will be coming up. We'll move our conversation story of the day to Wednesday. What do we have for Wednesday, though? We actually do have an interview. So I wanted to tell you about this, give you a little sneak peek on this interview. That will be coming up. It'll be Wednesday tomorrow, and it will be at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a phone call. Jocelyn Adamski of Elgin Theater Company is going to be calling in for a little brief, roughly 15-minute interview to be talking about the Elgin Theater Company's performance of The Tempest. So we'll be speaking with her. That'll be coming up tomorrow there. We also do have for Friday, we have 2 interviews for Friday. I'm looking forward to it. Now, I am still waiting on a green light for the first interview, but it is scheduled as of right now to start at 11 o'clock. It's Maple Leaf Roasters Cafe. It's Alex is going to be joining us, coming into the station, if he's able to. And talk about what they have to offer folks in the Fox River Valley area. So it's locally sourced. They offer dietary options. So that hopefully will be coming up at 11 o'clock. That will be coming up on Friday. That's 11 until roughly 11:30. It'll probably be that 24-minute segment. But for certain, yes, we are also going to be having one at 11:30, and this will be with Lori Husky. Now, Lori Husky is with the Kane County North. It is Kane County North, and they are offering a free family-to-family educational course. Lori Husky is a board member. She's going to be calling into the station. That'll be at 11:30 on Friday to talk about an upcoming free event for the community. This is brought to you by NAMI, which is a family-to-family free 8-session education program. So we'll be speaking with her. So that should be pretty good. And then I'll also give you a little sneak peek for next week as well, too. So next week on Monday, I'm going to be taking over for the 5 o'clock hour. This is on the 25th for a political talk show. I'm going to be having Children's Theater of Elgin, some of the students, some of the performers will be coming in to talk about their upcoming performance of Puffs. So that should be a lot of fun. That'll be coming up on the 25th. So I'm just giving you a little sneak peek on some of these interviews as well, too. We also have Miracles and Conversations. That'll be coming up next Tuesday as well with Susanna Padilla. During the community hour next Wednesday, we're going to be having Elgin Area Conventions and Visitors Bureau. So Ryan Cortez is going to be coming onto the air to talk about how Elgin is hosting the Illinois BMX State Championship at the BMX track. So we've got some good interviews coming up here in the near future. So I'm giving you a little bit of a sneak peek on that here. Again, you are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN AM 1410. We still have a little bit of time left here, so with that being said, we just want to send some reminders out there. You are listening to WRMN. WRMN's Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare to keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to schedule your appointment today and check out more information. So once again, thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. We'll also talk a little bit more here. I just received a minute ago in my email a press release from Michael Deering of St. Joseph Hospital. So when we come back from the break, we'll talk about this. St. Joseph Hospital is nationally recognized for commitment to high-quality stroke care. How awesome is that? So we'll definitely discuss that here as well. And maybe have them in again for another interview as they are a sponsor for Out to Lunch. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up during the next segment. We'll also talk a little bit here as well, too, on local things that are going on in the Fox River Valley area. I know there's a couple different news stories that I wanted to read, but I think what I'll do is there's some that you might already know about. So we'll talk about some of those briefly, but then we'll go into our National Day calendar, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Brought to you by Sky Rizzy.
An 18-year-old Aurora girl was reported missing, according to police, on Friday morning. Alexis Seberg was last seen Thursday wearing a black baseball cap, black cropped t-shirt, black shorts, and black and white shoes, according to an 8:27 a.m. alert published on Facebook. Officials described Seberg as 5'2" and about 100 pounds. Police did not provide additional details about the case, saying they only relayed information the family wanted to be made public. If you have any information on the teen's whereabouts, you are urged to contact investigators at 630-256-5500. A Texas woman is accused of abducting 2 children Thursday in Aurora with plans to deliver them to their father in Mexico. 47-year-old Cindy Sanchez from Fort Worth, Texas, was charged with 2 felony counts each of kidnapping. The child's father, who does not have legal custody of them, paid Sanchez to bring them to him in Mexico, crossing the Texas border, according to Aurora police. They were notified around 3:30 p.m. Thursday of a possible kidnapping of 2 children ages 11 and 13 in the 500 block of Rosewood Avenue. Officials say an unknown woman appeared at the residence where the kids were staying with family and said she needed to take them on their mother's behalf to her location out of state. A 39-year-old man died Saturday in Batavia after firing at police officers who fired back. Police initially said the man was 28 but clarified Sunday morning that he was 39. The man's name was not released on Saturday night by the Kane County State's Attorney's Office, which is investigating the incident. It happened around 4 p.m. in the 1200 block of East Wilson Street in Batavia, and Batavia Police and Kane County Sheriff's officers responded. The state's attorney's office said the Kane County Major Crimes Task Force is investigating, and after it is completed, the reports will be turned over to the state's attorney's office for review. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, They specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 78, with temperatures falling to around 76 in the afternoon. This afternoon, mostly cloudy. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 64. Tomorrow, a chance of rain showers between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 79. Currently, it is 75 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Foxborough Valley area. Thanks so much for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation here. You are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town. Now, today's show, of course, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, of course, and we greatly appreciate them supporting us here on WRMN and also all that they do for the community. Now, recently there was a press release that was posted, and I do want to read it to you, as of course they are a sponsor of today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, St. Joseph Hospital was just very recently nationally recognized for commitment to high-quality stroke care. The American Heart Association Get With the Guidelines Gold Plus Award highlights excellence in stroke care. So this was released here at Elgin. That's from St. Joseph Hospital, today, August 19th, 2025. St. Joseph Hospital, a member of Prime Healthcare, has received the American Heart Association's Get With the Guidelines Stroke Gold Plus Quality Achievement Award for its commitment to ensuring stroke patients receive the most appropriate treatment according to nationally recognized research-based guidelines. This recognition reflects the hospital's dedication to improving survival rates, recovery times, and quality of life for stroke patients. Stroke is the fifth leading cause of death and a major cause of disability in the United States. A stroke occurs when a blood vessel that carries oxygen and nutrients to the brain is blocked by a clot or it bursts. Now, without oxygen, brain cells die, making early detection and treatment critical to improving outcomes and reducing long-term disability. Get With the Guidelines brings the expertise of the American Heart Association and American Stroke Association to hospitals nationwide, promoting adherence to the latest evidence-based practices. Consistent use of these guidelines have been shown to improve patient outcomes, minimizing long-term effects, and prevent death. We are incredibly pleased to recognize St. Joseph Hospital for its commitment to caring for patients with strokes, said Steve Messy, MD, volunteer chair of the American Heart Association Stroke System of Care Advisory Group. Participation within Get With the Guidelines is associated with improved patient outcomes, fewer readmissions, and lower mortality rates. A win for healthcare systems, families, and communities, end quote. Each year, program participants qualify for the award by demonstrating their commitment to providing quality care for stroke patients. In addition to following treatment guidelines, Get With the Guidelines participants also educate patients to help them manage their health and recovery at home. Let's see here. Being recognized with the Get With the Guidelines Stroke Award reflects our dedication and excellence in stroke treatment, said Eva Balderrama, CEO of St. Joseph Hospital. Through Prime Healthcare support in Elgin and across the nation, we are strengthening access to proven clinical programs and critical resources that help patients achieve better outcomes. This honor underscores our commitment into delivering the life-saving stroke care that our patients and community can trust. St. Joseph Hospital also received the American Heart Association's Target Type 2 Diabetes Honor Roll Award, which recognizes hospitals that ensures patients with type 2 diabetes who face higher risks from stroke complications. They receive the most up-to-date evidence-based care. Now, also in addition to these honors, St. Joseph Hospital was recently recognized as a high-performing hospital by U.S. News and World Report and receives, quote, A grades from the Lone Institute Hospitals Index for Social Responsibility for Excellence in Equity, Value, and Patient Outcomes. So again, thank you to Regional Director, External Communications and Public Relations, Director Mike Deering, for sending this information to us here at the station. So congratulations to St. Joseph Hospital, a sponsor of today's show, Out to Lunch, for being nationally recognized for commitment to high-quality stroke care. So very, very great about that as well. They did win that. It was recognized as a 2025 Gold Plus as well, too. So very good, and that was brought to you by the American Heart Association. So once again, congratulations to our sponsors, St. Joseph Hospital, for being recognized for your hard work and your awesome hospitality and commitment to high-quality stroke care. So very good. I appreciate that you sent that over, Michael. Thanks so much for that. And, of course, we want to recognize our sponsors here on WRMN. And if you want to become a sponsor of a show, of a segment, you want to have your own show, again, we have our sales team here, sales at WRMN1410.com. That's sales, S-A-L-E-S, at WRMN1410.com. If you do want to email us, reach out to us and let us know if you want to participate here on the station. You have a business, a service, an organization that wants to be recognized. Feel free to come out on the air. You can even come in for an interview as well. We'd love to have you on the air talking about your business and why you do what you do, what your business is about, what your organization does for the community. We want to strive to be that local community radio station here in the Fox River Valley area, serving you, the listeners out there in the Fox River Valley, and talking that, and with going into also serving, also means having people come onto the air, having people have the opportunity to use our platform to gain momentum for their business or their organization. We want to help you. We want to help your business. And so, of course, we have the different mediums that are here to help you in assisting that with that recognition. We not only are on the radio, of course, that's our main, the main medium that we use, but we also have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have our app that you can also listen to. So there's multiple different ways that you can be a part of this journey for your business or your organization, or even yourself, a listener calling in, listening in, being able to let us know what's going on in the area. That's why we have Tradio. Tradio will be coming up later today at 12:30, a little less than an hour away from now. So the Tradio segment gives you the opportunity to call into the show here today at 847-931-1410 and let us know if you have something that you're looking to get rid of, you have an event that's coming up, maybe your church or organization is having a fundraiser or event. Please, we'd love for you to come onto the air and talk to us. to talk to not just us, but to the listeners out there so people know. We're here for you and the community as part of the community. For the community, it's WRMN, the voice of the valley, and the talk of the town. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. We always greatly appreciate everyone's support. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much. Let's see some things here going on. Now, I did read through some of those. I know that we did have a little bit of an outage here. Now, again, those severe storms that we did have did impact the Kane County area, the Cook County area as well, DuPage County, all those different counties. With the heavy rain that we had, the widespread of tree damage, we also had floodings that were very much those key impacts that had kind of swept through the area, really, not even kind of, really did. Toppled some trees down. I know it knocked out some of the power as well, too. It blocked some roads and also did even damage some buildings as well, too. So there is an article that you can find. It's Kane County Connects, and you can find it was posted yesterday that does kind of tell a little bit about that here, too, and just how to be prepared and make sure that you're informed on that as well. I know that the Kane County Office of Emergency Management has been collecting reports of significant uninsured structural damage to determine if the county does qualify for disaster declaration too. I know residents with major uninsured damage, are kind of concerned about that, but there is actually something that you can go to. So there is a website that you can go to. It's kanecountyil.gov, and there is a form that you can fill out if you want to submit a report. So there is a form to fill out if you want to check it out. You can find it. It's under the Kane County's website, and I have it up on the screen here too for anyone watching on YouTube. Or if you want to send me a message and you'd like a personal link to this, I can send it to you. But you can also find it on kanecountyconnects.com too. It's the latest of the articles that have been posted on there too. So definitely feel free to check that out. Reach out if you'd like to. But they do have that those options there for you. So if you're in need, there are a lot of different resources out there. Again, that's what we love being a part of the community here is for, is being able to reach out to each other and talk to each other and help each other out. So we're here for you and they're here for us and we're all here for each other. So definitely feel free to utilize these tools. Check it out. That's kanecountyconnects.com. The same also does apply as well to for other counties that are also in the Fox River Valley area. And it also just goes for anywhere you go to. You can usually find at least a couple different really strong resources that are out there to help you when you are in need. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. Taking a look at the time here, it is almost 11:46, so we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. When we come back, we'll just go through the National Day calendar, see what we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy today. And then during the 12 o'clock hour, we'll talk about some good places to get some food, because it is Out to Lunch, so we do want to talk about places where you can get some food. And that includes some of the foods that are recognized today on the National Day calendar. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more here on WRMN's Out to Lunch.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at kaneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit kaneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Youth football season is almost here. Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer is now part of the prestigious Pop Warner League in Chicagoland. We're serving youth athletes of all ages, building character and fostering teamwork. Registration is now open, so don't miss out on the chance to be a part of a winning tradition. Multi-athletic registration discounts are available, and we're looking for dedicated volunteers to join our coaching staff. Shape the future of our youth. Plus, on April 14th, the Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer start spring conditioning. Get all the details and register at elginsteelers.com. That's elginsteelers.com. Go Steelers!
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14. A little bit of an overcast day, but the temperatures are not stifling outside. Again, we are starting to notice it kind of go down a little bit as time goes by. Again, you can start to see it getting into the lows into the 50s and even at some point even into the 40s. Closer into next week. That's the lows in the 40s. So more likely later in the day is when we'll see those temperatures, as we usually do, go down a little bit more. But all the way into the 40s coming up, that will be next week. Now, with the time remaining here, let's go through what we have for recognizing our National Day celebrations. Well, are you a potato person? Do you like potatoes? Any kind of potatoes? Mashed potatoes? You like those purple potatoes? Maybe you like fries? Well, it is National Potato Day, recognized today on the 19th. And the very humble potato does take center stage today. Now, of course, in truth, though, it doesn't really steal the show at nearly... no, it does. I'm sorry. It does steal the show at every meal, yeah. Well, depending on whether or not you really like it. But I don't know. I'm a meat and potato kind of person, so I would say yes. Whether baked, fried, or mashed, these taters bring on the flavor. They are a staple of many meals, filling a void for appetizer dishes and working double duty at supper time. These versatile root veggies satisfy and fill us up. Now, according to the International Potato Center, more than 4,000 varieties of potatoes grow around the world. Not only that, they have become a variety of beautiful colors and sizes. It's a starchy carbohydrate coming with no fat or cholesterol, is loaded with vitamin C and potassium. Now, depending on your dietary needs and how you prepare these potatoes, these vegetables do offer what many are looking for. However, with 26 grams of carbohydrates, it's a no-no in a low-carb lifestyle. So if you do like the carbs, which I got to be careful with my carbs, but I do like them, I got to monitor and watch how many potatoes I have. But it's okay to splurge here and there a little bit too. Now, when it does come to health specs of a potato, tend to tank the benefits when we prepare them, when we fry them, of course. We load them with different toppings, cheeses, sour cream, butter, salt, bacon sometimes, all the goodness that's out there. But, I mean, who doesn't love a nice little, or big loaded baked potato or potato skins that you can get at restaurants? Or maybe you can make them all, your own. Yes, okay, you can all put your hands down now. Yes, we know that you all love them. So, with that being said, savoring the potato, there's lots of ways that you can make them, too. There's something as simple as potato soup, if you want something a little bit lighter. If you want to, you can swap out your corn chips with fries, build a new kind of nacho if you'd like. nacho fries. You can also try baked potato buffet. So you get the baked potato and then kind of have a buffet with it. So there's different toppings and sauces that you can put on it, different seasonings. So you could do a potato buffet if you'd like. I know there are a lot of places that do offer different styles of potatoes. We see that, of course, at different restaurants. Go to like a carnival too, you can get tater tots. You can make, I mean, there's just a whole list of different ones that are out there, different ways that they're made too. So that is recognized today. It's National Potato Day. So if you want to go out to some good places that offer some good potatoes, check them out. Good potato skins too. You can find Old Republic Kitchen and Bar has pretty good potato skins as an appetizer, if I do say so myself. Now, if you want something a little bit more on the dessert side of things, it is National Soft Ice Cream Day. Now, this is a nice soft serve, a tasty way to cool off on a hot summer day. Now, if you do enjoy it in a bowl, maybe you enjoy it in a cone, you can grab some soft serve and enjoy. Now, when did soft serve really start to kind of come into the world of ice cream, right? When did it become kind of popular? Well, in 1934, on Memorial Day weekend in Hartsdale, New York, Tom Carvel had a flat tire. Now, after pulling his ice cream truck into a parking lot, the businessman knew his product was melting as expected. He couldn't get from point A to point B because of the darn flat tire. So he knew, well, okay, this ice cream is going to melt. Now, vacationers were driving by the area, and Carvel did sell some of the softened ice cream to them. He's like, well, you know what? I might as well try to make a little something here. We got ice cream and I don't want it to completely melt and then it's just like drinking it. So we're going to try it a little bit more on the soft side of things here. And they loved it. Potential for a new dessert was not lost on the salesman here. Instead of a roving ice cream truck, Carvel could have a fixed location with soft ice cream. So that's kind of how the soft serve became. 2 years later, Tom Carvel opened his first ice cream store on the site where his truck broke down. In the preceding years, Carvel patented a super low temperature ice cream machine and created a secret formula ice cream. Now, it wasn't long before other businesses began to crop up. The hard ice cream industry began to object. Despite both products providing similar flavors, servings, and enjoyment, they were different. Hard ice cream businesses did suffer a reduction in revenue during the first years of soft ice cream's popularity. Even the Minnesota legislature passed laws prohibiting the sale. Technically, by law, it was considered to be ice milk of soft-served ice cream from a machine. It had been sold prepackaged. The law was later changed, and that was changed in 1951. So there you go. Now, how different are they? Well, of course, while they're made with the same ingredients, soft ice cream has less milk fat. Also has more air than hard ice cream, so it's a little bit lighter there in consistency. Both of these factors do contribute to the ice cream being more delicate and smoother. The milk fats in the hard ice cream cause it to be firmer when frozen, so softer serve ice cream does tend to melt a little bit quicker, which means you might have to eat it a little faster. Unless you're in a very cold setting, then it'll kind of stay within its range of softness, I guess you could say, depending on the temperature. But those are the two popular ones recognized today. Some other ones here on the National Today side of things. It is National Patient Advocacy Day, recognized today on Tuesday, August 19th. So we've got that recognized today. We also have International Bow Day. So if you like wearing bows in your hair, or you like having a nice bow tie, that's also recognized today as well, too. And then we also do have International Orangutan Day. It's also recognized. We've got National Aviation Day is also recognized today as well, too. So we have a couple different days that we have for you to check out. It is also National Photography Day, too. So that's always fun. We're doing a lot of those different photography pictures, of course. Always a great time. So you can check this out and more at nationaltoday.com. That's nationaltoday.com for more information. Feel free to check that out. There's a lot of different ways that you can celebrate. There's always something to celebrate every day, of course. World Photo Day is another one kind of going into that National Photography Day is recognized. So There you go. Lots of good things. Again, you are listening to Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Coming up during the 12 o'clock hour here, we'll hop into more on what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Now, the conversation story that I was going to have today, I'm going to move it to tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be just discussing a little bit more on, do people dream in color or black and white? That'll be the discussion for tomorrow on Wednesday. Don't forget also I have Jocelyn Adamski. She's going to be calling in to the station at 12 to be talking about Elgin Theater Company's The Tempest. And then on Friday, we've got 2 interviews. Maple Leaf Roasters Cafe at 11, and then 11:30, NAMI, that's Kane County North. Lori Husky is a board member calling in to talk about a free family event that's coming up. So got some fun interviews coming up here for the rest of this week. Stay tuned for that here on the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN AM 1410. And we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch. Stay tuned.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400 now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Brought to you by Wendy's.
Former Kane County Coroner Rob Russell announced Wednesday his bid for sheriff in the 2026 election. Russell served 3 terms as coroner from 2012 to 2024. He kicked off his campaign for sheriff with a fundraiser event attended by friends, family, and supporters, according to a news release. Sheriff Hain, who has served since his first election in 2018, will step down at the end of his second term. Hain backed under Sheriff Amy Johnson, who announced she will seek the Democratic nomination for sheriff next April ahead of the November 3rd, 2026 general election. As coroner, Russell secured more than $2 million in federal funding for the creation of a regional forensic lab in Kane County. He also advocated for and assisted with the design of a new coroner's office and a state-of-the-art morgue facility, according to a news release. 2 people, including a 2-year-old, were hospitalized on Wednesday evening after a crash at Douglas Road and Fernwood Road in Oswego. The crash occurred around 7:35 p.m. after a Lexus driven by a 66-year-old Aurora woman failed to yield at the intersection. The Lexus was headed north on Douglas Road when the driver turned onto westbound Fernwood Road without yielding to a Hyundai, which was driving south on Douglas Road. The Hyundai driver, a 28-year-old South Carolina woman, and the child passenger were both hospitalized with injuries. The Aurora woman received a citation for failure to yield at an intersection, and the South Carolina woman was cited for a child restraint violation. A Naperville man was killed when his Harley-Davidson motorcycle struck a fence Wednesday night. Officers responded to the crash just after 10 p.m. at the intersection of North Naper Boulevard and Plank Road to find a 2016 Harley-Davidson Fat Bob on the east side of the road, lying on its side with heavy damage. The operator of the motorcycle was unresponsive. The driver received emergency medical care at the scene from the Lyle Woodridge Fire District and was taken to Advocate Good Samaritan Hospital in Downers Grove, where he was pronounced dead. Anyone who may have witnessed the crash or has any other information is asked to contact Naperville Police at 630-420-6117. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL preseason Sunday, 38-0 shutout win for the Bears over the Bills. Caleb Williams tossed a 36-yard touchdown pass on the opening drive. Tyson Bagent also threw a touchdown pass. It was the preseason debut for Williams, who sat out last week's 24-24 tie against Miami. The first pick in the 2024 draft completed throws of 18 yards to rookie first-round pick Colson Loveland and 29 yards to tight end Cole Kmet as part of a game-opening 92-yard touchdown drive. Bagent led 3 second-quarter touchdown drives as Chicago went into the half up 28-0. Defensive end Austin Booker injured a knee covering a kick return. Rookie running back Deion Hankins suffered a knee injury on the second possession. Neither player able to return. Chicago finishes the preseason with a game this Friday at Kansas City. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 78, with temperatures falling to around 76 in the afternoon. This afternoon, mostly cloudy. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 64. Tomorrow, a chance of rain showers between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 79. Currently, it is 75 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks so much for tuning in today. This is the Out to Lunch segment that does run from Monday through Thursday. Well, actually, you know what? I keep forgetting about this. Monday, we've got here our Wise Coffee Chat, which is a really interesting and intriguing show to listen to because they talk a lot about different businesses. Jennifer Sanchez does, and she always has some really phenomenal guests. So If you want to check that out, that's on Mondays from 10 until 11. And then we have 11 to 1 is Out to Lunch. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Out to Lunch is on from 10 until 1. And then Fridays, we have Out to Lunch, which is on from 11 until 12 o'clock. And then after that, we have, of course, 12 to 1, which is Life Experiences with William Pellerino. So we do have the Out to Lunch show that does run Monday through Friday for Out to Lunch. I'll be on here until 1 o'clock. We also do have What's Cooking Today. That'll be coming up later on CRN on the stick. You'll be able to hear it. That is from 1 until 2 o'clock. Now, giving you a little sneak peek on what is Michael Horn going to be talking with us about here. Well, Mastering Your Health with Dr. Jeff Bark will be on with the benefits of the tropical fruit soursop. He's also going to be having guest travel expert Chris Carley from eyeoftheflyer.com talking about why travel insurance could save your trip and your wallet. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up, and you can also check out more information on his website, what'scookingtoday.com. Now, that's cooking spelled without the G. The G is left out, so it's what'scookingtoday.com. We also do have Talk Time with Tammy and Fred. She just sent over the show layout here. It looks like Nancy will be joining in as well, too. Very nice. So we'll give you a little sneak peek on what's going to be coming up from 2 until 4 o'clock. So we're going to be talking more about scams. Yes, more of those double scams that are going on. Some Daily Herald news as well. Also our News Nation clip, and also some This Day in Music History. We'll also talk a little bit about some information with Nancy. It looks like from what the segment is during the 3 o'clock hour, Nancy's going to be discussing vaccines for those and those with autism. So we'll be just discussing that a little bit. We'll also go through another News Nation clip, and of course the game and joke time, which is always so much fun, of course. So it'll be Tammy in studio here with Nancy on Zoom, and me running the board here as well. So stay tuned for that. And then, of course, we also do have a political talk show with Dennis Sonar Green that will be coming up today as well. So stay tuned for that. Now, we do have the White Sox game coming up today. It's the White Sox versus the Atlanta Braves. That starts at 5:30. 5:30 is when that start time is. So the Apolitical Talk Show will be on from 4 until 5:30. And then it does kick it off with the pregame starting at 5:30, and then the first pitch starting at 6:15 p.m. And again, that's the Chicago White Sox versus the Atlanta Braves. So if you want to view more information on that, you can. There's also another game tomorrow at 6:15 was the first pitch. And then Friday, August 22nd, the game starts at 6:40 with the first pitch, meaning it starts at 6 o'clock. And that's the White Sox versus the Twins. So if you want to check that out, too, that's all available on their website. That's MLB.com. You can also find it on ESPN and other sports networks. We want to once again go through the weather and temperatures for you so that you know what's going on. We have a high of 78 degrees, it looks like, as of right now. Now, those temperatures in the Fox River Valley area are saying here at 77. So we're almost to our high as we know it right now. It does drop down to 65 as our low with some clouds. So that'll be coming up today, later today. Heading on into tomorrow, we see a high of 78, partly cloudy skies with a low of 62 degrees. Low of 62 degrees, mostly clear skies. Heading on into Wednesday, temperatures still staying in the 70s with a high of 79 degrees as our top high. Sunshine along with some cloudy intervals. It does drop down to a low of 60 degrees, mostly clear skies coming up for Thursday night. Heading on into Friday the 22nd, it's another mostly sunny day outside with a high of 81 and a low of 64. Chance of rain coming through at about 40%. Into Saturday for the weekend, a few clouds early, otherwise mostly sunny. Clear skies dropping down to 56 as our low for Saturday night. Sunday rolls around, a high of only 72. And a low of 51 degrees, partly cloudy. That'll be for Sunday night. And next Monday here is a high of only 71. Humidity's at about 50%, with a low of 49 degrees coming through for Monday night. Clear to partly cloudy. And then a week from today, next Tuesday, we do see Mostly sunny skies and a high of 72. Mainly clear for Tuesday night with a low of 51 degrees. So it's definitely going to start to cool down a little bit here. We are seeing those temperatures, highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s and 60s, and even the 40s for next Monday. So again, the very hot and humid summer weather is starting to kind of dwindle down more as we get closer into the month of September. So with that being said, also coming up in September is our America's First Responders Fest. It's a Hampshire community event Saturday, September 20th in downtown Hampshire. That is from 1 until 6 p.m. It's going to be held rain or shine. It is, of course, a way to honor and represent America's first responders, our first responders. We're going to be offering those stage presentations, including first responders recognition, live entertainment, Deacon Frost, Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, and Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe. There's also the fantastic classic car show presented by the Gilbert's Eagles Club 1047. Additional attractions include delicious food, kids activities, and vendor booths. We're also going to be broadcasting live here, WRMN AM 1410, and also on YouTube. For more information, you can call us at 847-741-7700, or you can also feel free to email any of us here too. If you want to email me, you can, Matt at WRMN1410.com. If you want to email Dino, it's Dino at WRMN1410.com. I mean, any of our emails, you can email us too, or call us today. If you want to request to have a flyer for yourself or check out sponsorship options, we have those flyers for you. I can send them over to you too. And those of you out there who do have my phone number as well, if you want to request to get that in text, I can actually download it and then send it to you in text if you'd like. So if you want to do that, you can. Or we can also send it to you in the text line, 505-926-1410. You are listening to Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Our highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to keep you moving. Whether it's a hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, we use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to those activities that you love doing. And that's not all. They offer their comprehensive rehabilitation services, which means you'll have expert support every step of the way, from the surgery table right through to recovery back to your home. Trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, now a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. The time is approaching 12:16. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, what we'll do is we'll go through what are some things coming up here, because there's a lot of cool events at the local libraries. One that's coming up here is going to be on Thursday, August 21st. It is the Summer Concerts on the Lawn series. Soda will be playing. That will be this Thursday at the main library outdoor stage, Gilboa Public Library. So we'll talk a little bit about that here too. We'll also go through other events that are coming up at other local libraries as well, so stay tuned for that. As you are listening to the Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, WRMN. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch in just a bit.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in today. You are listening to Out to Lunch. We are on here until 1 o'clock. Coming up next after this segment, we'll take it to the bottom of the hour news, messages from our sponsors, and then we'll go into our Tradio segment. Tradio will be the time to call into the show here at 847-931-1410. If you have a garage sale that's going on, maybe you are a member of a church or an organization, you have a fundraiser that's coming up, or maybe a special event celebrating someone's life, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to pass the message along to the listeners out there. So what do we have for today on some other things going on? Well, we have here the Gail Borden Public Library locally here in the Fox River Valley area in Elgin. Now, you can enjoy some summer concerts on the lawn, which is a series that has been going on, and it's still going on now. And it is a Thursday show. It's coming up August 21st. It's from 6 until 7:30 p.m. Now, there's still 98 seats remaining, and you can enjoy one of Chicago's tightest and most popular bands rocking all of your favorite classic current hits. Now, what you can do is bring a picnic dinner and blanket or chairs. Sammy's Food Truck is also going to be available for food purchase, so they're going to be out there. Culver's of Elgin will be giving away a limited number of free custard cups. So if you want to enjoy that nice, delicious custard that is always enjoyable at Culver's, they're going to be out there. The concert will be moved inside in case of inclement weather, too. So that is coming up here. That's Thursday, August 21st. That is from 6 until 7. They do say to register, so you can register just so, of course, they can, I don't know if they'll necessarily count heads in the area, but at least just kind of know a general basis on who would generally be coming there. So that'll be coming up on Thursday, August 21st. The following day after that, on Friday, August 22nd at 10 a.m., you can go into the main library and grow some natives through seed collecting. This is also coming up here with 64 seats still remaining. You can get an overview of the collecting, processing, and sowing of seeds of native plants collected from local sources. Now, this is in partnership with the Elgin Garden Club, and you can register today. Past chairman of the Wildflower Preservation, Jim Keenan, will present based on his experience hand collecting seeds with local seed sharing groups and with the McHenry County Conservations District too. So this program, again, is provided in partnership with the Elgin Garden Club. So check it out. That'll be coming up over the weekend or the start of the weekend or kind of the end of the week, depending on how you look at it. So that will be on the 22nd. On the 26th, you can check out a panel discussion coming up. You can also register for this as well. It's Immigration and Due Process. It's Tuesday, August 26th from 7 to 8:30. Registration is still available. There's still 114 seats remaining. So if you don't understand U.S. immigration policy, you can join attorney Sarah Dady and a panel of experts. Experts in this nonpartisan educational program co-sponsored by Area Leagues of Women Voters and AAUW groups. So if you do want to check it out, you can find more information there posted at the Gale Borden Public Library's website. You can also find postings also on their Facebook page too. Some other things here, the Geneva Public Library District has some fun events coming up here. They have a project of the month, which is sewing a drawstring bag for adults. That's an all-day event that's going on. So if you haven't gone over there yet and it's still something that you want to try, it's still going on and you can still register if you'd like to check out the project of the month. Also coming up tonight from 6 to 8 p.m., all ages, it's a family puzzle night. So if you want to drop in and then maybe hone in on your jigsaw puzzle skills or maybe kind of freshen up a little bit, this is a fun family puzzle night. It's an engaging evening activity where family members come together to work on jigsaw puzzles or solve various types of puzzles as a team, working together as a community. Coming up on Wednesday, looks like there is, let's see, they've got for Wednesday, Chef Tony is presenting It's the Little Things, Appetizers for Sharing. This is a fun little class and opportunity that you can check out. Registration is required, but it does look like the event is full already. So with that being said, that event's full. So if you want to join in next time, you can keep up to date on their website for more information. We talked a little bit about technology, or quite a bit about technology with Sherry Senior Showcase this morning. If you want to know the basics of iPhones, you can check it out. The conference room coming up on Thursday from 6 until 7 for those who maybe want to learn a little bit more about the iPhone. If you're a little curious on that, kind of get a little information and little tips and tricks and things like that too. And of course, I know that they also do have that at other local libraries. Gale Borden Public Library also does have those different classes and courses that you can take. You can listen to a lot of different speakers that are out there and professionals who can help you in those different advent events of trying to know exactly how to use and utilize your time with technology. There's also the Algonquin Area Public Library. It's a great space to go into as well. You can check out their website or also their Facebook page. They've got some cool things coming up here. Now, they did post 3 hours ago. They had a splash pad story time, but it was canceled. That was just due to the inclement weather. For the safety of their patrons and staff, they hope that they'll join them for other programs soon. So they did recently post that 3 hours ago on their Facebook page that has been canceled due to the inclement weather. They're also going to be having some exciting news here too. A new library joins their services there. It's limited services during their updates. So again, they're going to be kind of going through a little bit here on really a couple different things, getting things ready and registered. So there's going to be some limited services there while the time allows, and that'll be running through August 29th through till September 2nd there. So you can feel free to check that out too. And you can also find more information also on their website. That's aapld.org is where you can go to. Some other things here to enjoy. You can decorate a mini bookshelf coming up tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Algonquin Area Public Library. Paint and assemble a decorative wooden bookshelf, then fill it with little miniature books that you create. How cool is that? Something to maybe hang on your door frame or maybe on your wall to enjoy. You can also check out other things coming up here at the Algonquin Area Public Library. Same also applies for other ones too. Ella Johnson Memorial Public Library District always has some fun things that are coming up. You can also check out some fun different pages on some cool things. In honor of back to school time this August, they're honoring Hampshire High School teachers. They've even got an old picture from 1977 yearbook there too, which is really cool. So if you want to check that out, you can. Maybe you recognize some of the faces on there if you've lived in Hampshire for a while. I'm wondering if I would. I don't know if I'd recognize anyone. Maybe I don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless maybe no, I don't think so. Anyway, you can also check out other things. Thursday, August 28th, Ella Johnson Memorial Public Library has their blood drive. This is located at the Blood Bus parked on Washington Street beside the library. That's when it's going to be. It's a blood drive. They say rush in to donate. This is brought to you by Versiti Blood Center of Illinois. So appointments are appreciated, but walk-ins are welcome. So if you do want to donate blood, and an attempt, all donors will receive a valid, as a thank you, all attempting donors with a valid email will receive a $15 gift card. So that's pretty cool too. Check out more information here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks so much for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us here. When we do come back, we'll officially be in our Tradio segment. So that'll be the time to call in through our phone lines here at 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it on Tradio. If you've got a garage sale, an event that's coming up, you're looking for something, please let us know. We also do have our text line at 505-926-1410 if you want to text us. After the Tradio segment, towards the end part of the Out to Lunch segment, we'll go through what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. We'll bring up exploreelginaria.com and see what's going on in the area for fun activities to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in our Tradio in just a bit.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Brought to you by Wendy's.
A 39-year-old man died Saturday in Batavia after firing at police officers who fired back. Police initially say the man was 28, but clarified Sunday morning that he was 39. The man's name was not released on Saturday night by the Kane County State's Attorney's Office, which is investigating the incident. It happened around 4 p.m. in the 1200 block of East Wilson Street in Batavia, and Batavia Police and Kane County Sheriff's officers responded. The state's attorney's office said the Kane County Major Crimes Task Force is investigating, and after it is completed, the reports will be turned over to the state's attorney's office for review. An 18-year-old Aurora girl was reported missing, according to police, on Friday morning. Alexis Seberg was last seen Thursday wearing a black baseball cap, black cropped t-shirt, black shorts, and black and white shoes, according to an 8:27 a.m. alert published on Facebook. Officials described Seberg as 5'2" and about 100 pounds. Police did not provide additional details about the case, saying they only relayed information the family wanted to be made public. If you have any information on the teen's whereabouts, you are urged to contact investigators at 630-256-5500. A Texas woman is accused of abducting 2 children Thursday in Aurora with plans to deliver them to their father in Mexico. 47-year-old Cindy Sanchez from Fort Worth, Texas, was charged with 2 felony counts each of kidnapping. The child's father, who does not have legal custody of them, paid Sanchez to bring them to him in Mexico, crossing the Texas border, according to Aurora police. They were notified around 3:30 p.m. Thursday of a possible kidnapping of 2 children ages 11 and 13 in the 500 block of Rosewood Avenue. Officials say an unknown woman appeared at the residence where the kids were staying with family and said she needed to take them on their mother's behalf to her location out of state. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400, and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. High wave action and dangerous currents expected at Lake Michigan beaches from this evening through Thursday morning. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. Temperatures falling to around 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 64. Currently, it is 75 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley, talk of the town, home for news, talk, and entertainment. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And it is our Tradio segment. So if it's got to go, post it on Tradio here, WRMN. If you give us a call today in studio, the phone lines are open. Those lines are waiting to be filled. So please feel free to give us a call here today at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it on Tradio here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Out to Lunch is sponsored today by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. So get back to doing what you love when you get that expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is now a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to schedule your appointment today or to check out more information about the services that they have to offer to the community. And once again, congratulations to St. Joseph Hospital for being nationally recognized for commitment to high-quality stroke care, brought to you by the Stroke 2025 Gold Plus American Heart Association Award, too. They also were awarded the Type 2 Diabetes Honor Roll on Target. So that is with Get With the Guidelines Stroke Gold Plus Quality Achievement. So congratulations to our sponsors of Out to Lunch for getting that awesome award. So let's go through who has recently called in within the past couple of weeks here for Tradio. Let's take a look here. We do have a Tradio caller, and this is coming up. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is coming up tonight. So a couple days ago, Gary Swick called in, and he mentioned about the Carpenter's Dam Night Out, which is brought to you by the Friends of the Fox River, and is coming up tonight at 6 p.m. So if you want to go there, you can. And you can experience something not seen for 180 years. So the Carpenter Dam was built in 1837, and it was removed. And now we are seeing a self-restoration process, including some surprisingly robust vegetation, sandy soils, and more. So if you want to check it out and view that immense amount of natural self-restoration, you can see it in full bloom there. That's coming up tonight. So you can really see a lot of really cool artifacts that have been exposed since the dam was removed in October and the self-restoration process began, and it became very interesting. It's been very interesting too. So he's very excited about it. He did talk about it a couple of weeks ago with us here on Out to Lunch. So if you want to watch that video, it is on our YouTube channel. But if you do plan to join in, they're also going to be featuring hikes. So some hike options will be short, others will be longer, so you can venture through tall vegetation. So for more information, please feel free to contact. That is 815-356-6605. That's 815-356-6605. So that's going to be coming up. That's in Carpentersville at 310 Lincoln Avenue. Join them for a tour of the newly revealed Fox River shorelines in Carpentersville. It's going to be a good time. Very informative, very educational, and maybe even inspiring for folks out there who maybe want to start being a part of helping out the environment too. So that is friendsofthefoxriver.org is where you can find that information posted. We have another Tradio caller has a 2014 Jeep sports car for sale. Now, the asking price on this is $5,000 or best offer. It's got 117,000 miles on there, too. So, again, that is a 2014 Jeep sports car. Feel free to reach out at 630-745-0250. That's 630-745-0250. Another Tradio caller is Greg. He's looking for those old bicycles. And they don't have to be in the greatest of conditions. They can be accessories for bicycles. They can be parts and pieces. And then he's also looking for those old watches, too. So he looks for the diver-style watches. He also does look for a lot of the different Omega watches that are out there, men's and women's watches. He also has a brand new Intex Easy Set pool kit for sale. Everything's included in there. It's great for the backyard. For $399, and then he also does have that Schwinn ergometric exercise bicycle for $50. So if you do want to reach out to him, you can. That number is 847-884-6033. That's 847-884-6033 is that number to dial. And then we also have Diane from Operation Sweet Life Incorporated. She says that every purchase helps transforms a veteran's house into a home. So anything that you purchase from them will help to turn proceeds into small appliances for veterans in need. You can donate as well too. So every item that you buy matters. Every donation helps. And again, your support today does bring comfort for veterans out there tomorrow. So if you want to call Diane, you can. That's 847-494-9949. That's 847-494-9949, or you can stop in weekday afternoons at their warehouse, which is located at 1600 Todd Farm Drive, Suite A. It's not too hard to find. So be a part of something sweet with Operation Sweet Life. You can also visit their website at operationsweetlife.com. So if you want to add yourself to the list of those Tradio callers, please feel free to reach out to us here, 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. We have a couple other things I wanted to go through here as well, too. I did receive some information on some things coming up here. Thank you again to Linda, also known as Wild Tree, for letting us know about some fun things coming up. Now, another flea market is around the corner. My goodness, this is a Union Grove flea market. So if you want to go here, you can. Now, Union Grove, this is in Wisconsin, but she did send this over if anyone is interested in doing a little bit of a travel. It's coming up on Saturday, August 23rd and September 13th. It's from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's at the Racine County Fairgrounds in Union Grove. It's under Zerker Promotion. So if you do want to check it out, sounds like a lot of fun. It's this Saturday, August 23rd. Some other things coming up here, still open until October 26th. Santa's Village in West Dundee Amusement and Water Park is still open. They have every Saturday night in August until 9 p.m. You can get some little special deals and giveaways that are going on. Starting September 6th through to October 26th is their Pumpkin Patch and Fall Fest that they're going to be featuring. I know a lot of different pumpkin patches are going to be opening pretty soon for the fall season coming up, so make sure you get your sweaters going and ready. Hopefully we'll have some sweater weather this year, or, hopefully it won't go into 80-degree temperatures in October. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but you can still enjoy that as we get now into the school year, closer into the fall season. So that's still open until October 26th for the summer nights. Let's see here. Some other things here as well. Now, this one was from the desk of Sherry Aschenbrenner. We did talk about it a little bit earlier today during Sherry's Senior Showcase about the rabies vaccine and microchip clinic that you can go to. It's a low-cost one, too. So this will be coming up this Saturday, August 23rd from 10 to 1, Wednesday, September 17th from 4:30 to 7, and Saturday, October 18th from 10 to 1. Services include their 1-year rabies vaccine and tag, neutered or under a year for $30, non-neutered at $55, and microchip at $15 there. Check out more information at kanecountypets.com or email them animalcontrol@countyofkane.org. So that's been posted under Sherry Aschenbrenner. That's from the desk of Sherry Aschenbrenner, and I do receive those updates and those messages. I encourage you to also do that too, because you can find a lot of great information when it comes to helping seniors who are in need. The time is 12:45. We're going to take our last time out. When we come back for the remainder of the show, we'll talk more about what's happening. What is happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned. You are listening to Out to Lunch, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit. When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com. And let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
Systems run everything. Government, economy, media, justice. They shape your choices, your opportunities, your future. But do they work for you or against you? On Apolitical Talk Show, we break them down, not to destroy, but to understand. Because if you don't see how the system works, you won't see when it's being manipulated or who's benefiting from it. Power belongs to those who know the rules, challenge the loopholes, and demand accountability. That starts with knowledge. That starts here. Join us weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. as we uncover what's really happening behind the headlines so you can decide for yourself what's fair, what's broken, and what needs to change. Apolitical Talk Show, breaking down the systems to build them up together. Right here, weekdays 4 to 6 on WRMN, the talk of the town.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch. Oh, goodness, it didn't even ring. Come on. There we go. We hope you're enjoying the morning. I did it again. It's the afternoon. It's the afternoon, everyone. Yes. We're listening to some cool 80s funk comedy fashion vlog summer jazz music. That's literally what it's called in the description. So there you go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We still have a little bit of time left here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. So let's see what we've got going on. We'll do a little bit of a scope on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley area. We'll see what's something that we're looking forward to. Some fun things going on. Well, coming up tonight, it's a margarita tasting. Oh, boy. It's at the Martini Room. That's tonight at 4:30. So it is coming up already in less than 4 hours. That is 3 hours and 40 minutes, if I'm doing the math correctly there from now, because it's already 12:50. So with that being said, that is tonight going until 10. That's at the Martini Room right around the corner here. That is at 161 East Chicago Street here in Elgin. Something a little sweet, a little tangy, a little spicy, whole lot of fun nonetheless. Join them for a cozy evening of those margarita tastings. A midnight margarita grapefruit fuego, as well as the classic cactus flower marg. And there's a whole lot more that's out there, too, that you can try out with all of those fancy little garnishes, too. So that's tonight at 4:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m. Make sure maybe you get a little bit of a snack before you actually go and taste those. You don't want to drink too much alcohol on an empty stomach. I've been there before. There's also trivia night at the Assembly American Bar and Cafe in West Dundee. That'll be coming up. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. If you do want to join in with Side Street Studio Arts tonight at 6, there's the Feminist Craft Circle. It's their 1-year anniversary celebration at the Nina Butterfly Garden. So you'll be able to enjoy that. That's at Ann Street, the corner of Ann Street and Douglas is when that'll be. So that's coming up tonight. That is from 6 until 8 o'clock. You'll be able to sit together to work on manual crafts, and it's got a long history there, too. and for periods was looked down upon as a space of unimportant women's work. In the past decades, feminist artists have skillfully reappropriated these practices as possible placements of empowerment, resistance, and protest. This event is open to anyone, so if you want to join in, you can come prepared to share skills, help troubleshoot projects, and receive assistance when needed. Check it out. That'll be coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. That's from 6 until 8. There's also summer cruise nights at Panton Mill Park in South Elgin. That'll be coming up, the last one of the cruise nights at Panton Mill Park from 6 until 8 o'clock. So don't miss out on that great opportunity to enjoy seeing some really pretty cars, some nice ones, and also enjoy some good food and drinks also. Let's see here. Some other things here. Bingos and Brews will be coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. That's in Geneva. So you'll be able to enjoy that fun activity. That's Bingo and Brews. And that's located at the Art History Brewing. So you'll be able to find that at 649 West State Street in downtown Geneva. So it's not too far away from Wheeler Park. It's in downtown Geneva. There's also David's Bazaar at Rookie's All-American Pub and Grill in St. Charles. That's on West Main Street, right near the Windy City Amusements and Belgium Town Park. You'll be able to find that coming up tonight from 6 until 9 p.m. A fine hodgepodge of acoustic interpretations out on the patio. Let's see some other things coming up here as well, too. Coming up tonight, it's the 2025 Summer Singing Academy. This is going to be located at the Elgin Community College, hosted and presented by the Elgin Master Chorale. That's at the Spartan Auditorium. Tickets start at $50. It's coming up tonight, tomorrow, and the 21st from 7 to 9 p.m. Everyone is welcome to join in for a 3-day singing extravaganza. So you can check it out. Great summer activity at 1700 Spartan Drive in Elgin is when that and where that's going to be. Let's see here. Coming up tomorrow, we've got a couple things here locally in the Elgin area. We've got local business-themed bingo night that'll be coming up at the Dutch Inn West. You can come on out and show some support for some local businesses. They're supporting Elgin and the surrounding areas this Wednesday. So that's a bingo night coming up. That's at 6:30. Also coming up tomorrow at 7, Rookies in Elgin is welcoming Nick Sanziri. Now, Nick Sanziri, we've had him here on the air. Yes. He's been on the air here during Dino's Night Out. I went to school with his daughter, Noelle, and they're a very nice family, and he's a really cool guy, too. So that's Rookies in Elgin welcoming Nick Sanziri. That's coming up. That's in Elgin at 7 o'clock. That's at 7 p.m. So that's right near the sushi station, and also near like Village Pizza of Elgin, around that area. El Salon, that's Rookies. So a very good place to go to. Let's see some other things here as well. Don't forget, you can check out local Chamber of Commerces. Here on WRMN, we are members of the Elgin Area Chamber and the Hampshire Area Chamber. So we want to invite you to check out their website, see what's going on. You can search for those local businesses, programs, and events. You can check out their calendars. That applies for both the Elgin Area Chamber and also the Hampshire Area Chamber. So you can find it under programs and events for the events calendar on Elgin Chamber. And for the Hampshire Chamber, if you go under events, you can find it under community events. They do have their upcoming events here under the community events that's posted onto their page. You can also find their newsletter sign up. So if you want to sign up for their newsletter, that's also really good to check out too. They've got a whole list of different things that are coming up here locally in the Fox River Valley area. So please feel free to check that out. There's a lot of great fairs that are coming up. Of course, the downtown markets and so much more. You don't want to miss out on those great opportunities to be a part of the community with these different events. So please feel free to check it out. Hampshire Area Chamber's website. That's hampshirechamber.org. Or also at Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. So you can also check out those websites. Also wanted to remind you as well, too, Cruises International features Travel Tuesdays. That is the first Tuesday of every month. So you can enjoy the Special Olympics LETR cruise, that's the Law Enforcement Torch Run, that already did. Well, that already did. That already happened. That was in July. But they've got some other cruises that are coming up too. That will be something fun to enjoy during the summer season. You can check out different packages and more. You can find that all on their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. Your vacation, your way, whether it is through land or sea. They're here to help you get through smooth sailing planning for your vacations. So that's Cruises International. So we got a lot of fun things coming up here over this week and also during the weekend. Before we take our last time out, or before we really get out of the show and into our next show, which is What's Cooking Today, I want to say thank you again to the listeners out there for tuning in. And also a big thank you to our sponsor for today's show, which is St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They do offer that compassionate care for your complex needs. Visit their location at 77 North Airlight Street in Elgin. Give them a call at 847-695-3200. You can also view them on LinkedIn, Instagram, and also on Facebook. So they're featured on their LinkedIn page, Instagram, and on their Facebook page. Check out more information also on their website too. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We've got What's Cooking Today next. We've got after that Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, and from 4 until 5:30, it is a political talk show with Dennis Sonar Green, our very own. And then we also do have here too, starting at 5:30, is that pregame for the White Sox, and then the first pitch starting at 6:15. Thanks everyone for tuning in today to WRMN, your local news station for news, talk, and entertainment in the Fox River Valley area. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 1 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin.